Thank you, Gail. We're joining the 10,000 meters just as Bobby Hodge moves into the lead with Jim Hill in the red of the West moving into second place. Danny Gonzales in third, had been leading for the last 3 laps. And the race is heating up with 3 laps to go. Let's take a minute just to bring you up to date. Earlier, we had some terrific running in the 200 meters in the men's race. Thomas Jefferson, the bronze medalist from Los Angeles, 20.38. Tim Williams and Harvey McSwain were second and third. And then in the women's 200, a last-minute change to the 200 for Valerie Briscoe pays off in a festival and a stadium record. And then another stadium record and festival record by Lynn Jennings. Brenda Webb and Annette Hand were second and third. As we will now go back to the men's 10,000 meters with 2.5 laps to go, Larry. Bobby Hodge leading from Jim Hill, who has a terrific kick, I think. Jim Hill ran 56 for the last quarter of a 5,000 a few years ago. I don't think Bobby Hodge has that kind of speed, but you know him better.
Well, we're seeing a return. First of all, let me add this. This is a race between a marathoner and a 3-miler. The 5,000-meter man is stalking the marathoner, and Bob Hodge in the lead has run 2:11 for the marathon. He finished 6th this past a year ago in the Boston Marathon, 1986. He's a tough runner, but he knows he's got speed right on his back in the presence of Jim Hill, who was ranked number 3 in the world at 5,000 meters and number 3 in America at 10,000 in 1983.
27 minutes even with 2 laps to go. Hodge leading from Jim Hill, and I guess Danny Gonzales in third there is the unknown quantity. Hill, we know, as you said, I think he's got a great kick. Bobby Hodge led early on in the race in the first 2 miles, dropped back, and now he's made his way to the front as Gonzales is going to be the first one to move. 600 meters to go from Jim Hill in red. Bobby Hodge sandwiched in between the 2 runners from the West. They've been
5,000 meters was covered unofficially in 14 minutes, 29 seconds. The temperature about 82 degrees. It's probably close to that from a humidity standpoint. The air is still. So it's warm. You can see the perspiration all over these men as they will cover 6.2 miles on the track. Gonzales from San Jose State in the lead. He graduated a year ago from there. Bobby Hodge, here comes Hill trying to put pressure on. 1 to go, Marty.
70 seconds for that lap. They've been running close to 70 seconds every lap, so the lead was changing, but the pace did not pick up as Jim Hill now takes off with 400 meters to go. With 300 to go, he's pulling away as Bobby Hodge and Gonzales are doing a good job of keeping up. But Jim Hill is in full flight. You can see his stride, Larry, is just the stride of a miler as we look at Bobby Hodge, who has the stride of a marathoner, and Danny Gonzales hanging on for third. Doug Tolson is just off the pace in fourth as Jim Hill is going to win this one looking back. Jim Hill from Eugene, Oregon, went to the University of Oregon, ran 5,000 meters for them. A 4-minute miler in his day, and Bobby Hodge in the back there is going to have a tough time holding on for second place as Jim Hill wins it his last lap, about 67 seconds. Danny Gonzales will pip Bobby Hodge for second, and Doug Tolson will get fourth here at the festival.
A sub-60-second last quarter for Jim Hill as he is beginning to show the flashes of brilliance that people expected when he ran so well as just a junior at the University of Oregon under the guidance of Bill Dellinger. Very fine battle for second as you saw as Danny Gonzales came up. He came into the race, and he may have actually got his personal best or something very close to it in this race as Bobby Hodge just gets eked out for second by Danny Gonzales from San Jose. Hodge gets third, and the rest of the field was spread eagle behind. Very fine time in a hot, humid night.